Hey everybody, it's Garrett here with NordStick. I want to show you the brand new NordBench, everything that went into this design, and some of the key upgrades we've made based on your feedback to make this the best NordBench in the world. First things first, it's the most compact, full-size Nordic bench in the world. And you can see here, smaller than a suitcase in storage, storing vertically, and then to extend it to full size, you extend it out. One thing we added was 2 lines etched on here. So all you gotta do is line it up to make it easier than ever and get it to full size. We have stainless steel teeth to make sure this is super strong, going from 45 all the way to 25. If you go all the way to 25, it seamlessly adjusts all the way up. And then if you want lower than 25, we have 15 and 8 degrees to transition you all the way down to 0 if you're working on that full Nordic curl. One other thing we've added is a dedicated hole for vertical storage. So now the front hole is for exercise, making the foot plate perpendicular. The back hole is for vertical storage so that the NordBench stores upright. Based on your feedback, we've added a T-pin to make it easier than ever to adjust and switch between positions. And just like every NordBench, it has a dedicated foot plate when this flips down. We've updated the sandpaper to make it more durable, and we've made the edges with a more durable material so they won't peel during the hardest use. We also have removed the handle off the back side of the NordBench just because it was getting in the way when people were rolling it. So now there's just one handle on the front so that it easily moves when you're going to store it. You can easily just roll it to the position and stand it up tall. And we adjusted the pull pin for when you're adjusting to a stainless steel pin. This way, when you're all the way down, the pin no longer rubs on the bottom of the pad. We've updated the thickness of the center rod thanks to some of our stronger users like Joe Gray. When he was doing super heavy hip thrusts, it would sway a little bit. This takes the sway completely out of it. I'm making it rock solid and one of the strongest Nordic back extensions on the market. We have this unique pin design so you can pull this away when you're doing slantboard squats so the rollers don't get in your way. And then if you're laying it under your bed, you can just pull this pin completely out and it'll lay flat with 8 inches of clearance. When we were designing the NordBench, we wanted to make the most storage-friendly fitness product in the world. And that's because so many fitness products become clothes drying racks. They're inconvenient, they're big, they're bulky, and they become a nuisance when you're not using them. We wanted to make a fitness product that fits seamlessly into your life. Whether it stores vertically, flat under your bed, or on a wall mount, the NordBench will be out of the way until you're ready to use it. We wanted to make something that accommodated all heights. So in its lowest setting, it's perfect for individuals under 5 feet tall. This distance right here is 26 inches and allows you to fit in the hip crease of somebody around 4'8". It has been able to be used in users smaller than that too. It just depends on the leg length. And then goes all the way up to level 12, which we've tested with users 6'8 plus. It depends on leg length. Again, this is 46 inches long, so you can measure your hip crease to the floor to know if it'll accommodate you. But it should accommodate most heights. Next is our premium foam. We put a lot of time into the foam that goes on the NordBench, and that's because we wanted to provide the most comfortable user experience possible, and we feel we delivered with it. We have a vinyl coat that doesn't take up your skin's oils, so you can sweat all over it and it'll just wipe clean. You can put your knee on it and it's not gonna pick up your oils on your skin, so it's a nice matte finish that will look good day 1 as it does day 1000. The NordBench has the teeth that hug by part E so that when it's flat in Nordic curl mode, it's super stable. And talking about stability, we have a nylon insert deep in the NordBench, and then we have a plastic black mold right here that prevents side-to-side wobble of the NordBench. It had to have a little bit of space though so that it could slide up and down seamlessly. So you will notice a little bit when we took that wobble away, it created a vacuum effect in the tube, which caused it not to slide, and half your exercise was pulling it out, which is what we didn't want. We added connection points for the band system all over the NordBench so that it seamlessly integrates for everywhere from preacher curls, squats, mid rows, banded back extensions, etc. We added handles here that are nice and wide, so when you're doing hip thrusts, they're out of the way. But when you're doing back extensions, they provide support as you get stronger. One unique thing about the NordBench is it's got one of the widest foot plates on the market, and that's so that you can turn your toes out and get more glute activation during back extensions. We also made these pads shortened compared to normal Nordic benches, because when you're doing a Nordic curl, your shins don't touch this area. So why should you pay for that material? We wanted to make an affordable option that provided value, and this we saw was a waste. Another thing I like about this is if you're ever uncomfortable in an exercise, because that does not go all the way down, it allows you to step out of the exercise very easily. And it also sets you up nicely for one of my surprise favorite ways to use the NordBench, which is combining back extensions with Nordic curls for the ultimate posterior chain strengthening exercise. So this is one of the only machines you can lower down in a Nordic curl, go into a back extension, and then pull yourself up, really strengthening your hamstrings and your lower back all in one. These pads are contoured on the front, so when you are over the front, it provides you the support you need. This contoured foam also protects your back nicely when you're doing hip thrusts and split squats off the front. It'll hug your ankle and it'll also roll with your back, making it super comfortable for those movements, providing you tons of support. We added a handle on the front because the majority of users were just grabbing onto the front of the NordBench when they would wheel it around. Front handle allows for better front and back movement. And then last but not least, one thing I didn't realize about magnets when I was making this is the stronger the magnet, the softer it is, so the easier it is to break. So we made a custom silicone ring around our magnet and then reinforced it with a steel ring, so it's protected when you slam this down onto the magnet and it won't fall off. So that's the NordBench. It took us years to come up with the design, and over the past 6 months, based on your feedback, we feel we've perfected it. We've made it more stable, perfectly balanced, perfectly in line, and what we feel is the best value on the market for lower body and core strengthening at home. If you have any questions about the NordBench, reach out at Garrett at the NordStick. I'd be happy to hop on a call and give you a walkthrough of the product, show you everything about it, answer any questions you may have. But that's the NordBench. We're super proud of it, and we can't wait to see how you use it and how it improves your workouts.